Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have the toss for the second semi-final between GAAM MANDVI and GAAM VEKRA. Our toss officials, Mr. Arvind Bhai Ragwani, Shri Kachileva Patel Samaj Trust Trustee, and our main sponsors from LAXMANBHAI Construction Company Limited, and Mr. Praveen Bhai Varsani, Shri Kachileva Patel Samaj Vice Chairman, and our silver sponsors from Silver Star Manufacturers Limited will be doing the toss for us. Captain of GAAM VEKRA will be calling. Youth League is call. Youth League it is. Captain of GAAM VEKRA, you've won the toss. What would you like to do?
Would like to bat first.
Thank you. Captain of GAAM VEKRA won the toss and will be batting first. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the SCLPS LAXMANBHAI Construction INTER-GAAM T10 Night Cricket Tournament, Season 3, organized by Patel Youth League, proudly sponsored by our title sponsors, LAXMANBHAI Construction Limited, Ragwani Investments Limited, Westlands Food and Commodities Limited. Silver sponsors, Silverstone Quarry Limited and Silver Star Manufacturers Limited. Bronze sponsors, Hurry International Limited, Art Aluminium Works Limited and Nextcraft Limited. Media partners, EPCO Quarries Limited, EPCO Builders Limited, Gulf Timber and Hardware Supplies Limited. Fuel partners, Order of Energy, Mafuka Bread, Marvis Petroleum Limited and Lalji Ramji Filling Station. Man of the Match Award sponsors, Devki Nandan Limited and CBM. Highest number of 60s award sponsors, Syslink Computers Limited and Secure Eye. Hydration partner, Blue Bright Wave Construction Limited. Green Impact partners, Sarova Group of Companies, MK Builders Limited, Pipe Masters and Plastics Limited, and Silmet Industries Limited. For every dot ball, a tree will be planted. Appreciation partner, Woodways Kenya Limited. We're about to begin our second semi-finals between GAAM MANDVI and GAAM VEKRA. GAAM VEKRA won the toss, elected to bat first. Our on-field umpires for today, Paul Anjere and Charles Kariuki. Our third umpire, Ansh Jadhav. Our scorers for today, Millicent Okumu and Chadwick Chweya. Our live streamers, Pavitra Live. Before we begin, can we make some noise for GAAM VEKRA? Can we make some noise for GAAM MANDVI? And we begin in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Khel shuru.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is game number 2, semi-final number 2. And what a way to start. Starts off in style by the batsman of Team VEKRA, Rinkesh it is. And he only knows one way to play, and that's exactly what he executed. And it also shows a kind of a confidence this batsman in. So the news here is Team VEKRA won the toss and decided to bat first. This is semi-final number 2. We've already had our first finalist from the previous game, Team Vadasar. And now we are looking for our second finalist. This is a great contest between bat and ball, between Team VEKRA and MANDVI. MANDVI has got a good bowling lineup. They have a balanced side, and I'm told that Team VEKRA are absolutely demolishing in terms of their batting firepower. Powered by Rinkesh Vikari and Hiren Karai, who start the proceedings for Team VEKRA. And there will be a good competition offered from the ball by Ambrish. He's a fierce competitor as well. We've seen him in the past in a few games, and joining me in the comm box is my fellow commentator, Vishal Bojani. What a game we are going to be expecting, Vishal, in our hands today. There's some great feeling there to see in the first over. It's a single. So the team score moves to 5. It is a semi-final, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what the crowd has conjured up here to see. You see, earlier in a video, you saw that the crowd was almost full, and by this game, the crowd has totally occupied the stands and seats wherever you can find in Srikachileva Patel Samaj Stadium. Electrifying atmosphere, brilliant evening, and what a game that we are expecting in our hands.
Absolutely right here, Prasad. Big game here between the Team MANDVI and Team VEKRA. VEKRA came in winning against Kera Kundanpur at just a small margin of 4 runs. So they need to showcase a good performance. Indeed, Team MANDVI also, the bowling attack has been on the top, while just restricting Team Rampur just less than 70 runs in the quarterfinals. As you can see, Amrish Kara swinging the ball away from Rinkesh Vikari. And Prasad, as we speak about the crowd has turned up in large number today. Imagine the semi-finals. What if the finals is to take place tomorrow? What do you expect?
Well, it's going to be a packed crowd as expected in Kachileva always. The atmosphere is amazing, and it's also an opportunity for them to meet their friends, come up with families, enjoy a wonderful day. And that being a Saturday, I'm sure definitely the crowd is going to be massive, because they all know even if it gets late, you've got a wonderful Sunday ahead where they can rest and get much needed relaxation. So coming back to the game, we see some early swing from Ambrish. Watch out for the one which is coming in. So far he's been moving away from the right-handed batsman. He's quite capable of bringing that one in, as we have seen in the previous game. Rinkesh would be looking for that one coming in as well. He likes to play on his pad. While swing there, going towards the third man. Good feeling there by the third man. Gets another single. Score moves to 9 after 5 deliveries in the first over. Only a dot ball in this over, which means a single tree plant. And that's been the feature of this tournament. Each dot ball ensuring that a tree is planted for the benefit of the nature. The same nature that gives us everything. Walking in for the last delivery, drifting towards his pads. Place it towards the mid-on fielder. He knows his importance. He needs to stay there. At the end of over number 1, Team VEKRA moves to 9 runs. Vishal, in this game, you've observed that Team VEKRA won the toss and decided to bat first. They realized that they have got solid batting power, firepower, and this is what they'd be looking forward to. I didn't see any expectation that was mentioned by the captain. But what do you feel in the present scenario, looking at the balance of Team Mandvi? What would be the score that Team VEKRA should be looking to post?
I think the way Team VEKRA has been doing, I think most of the toss have been won by Team VEKRA, as we witness. And in all of that, they batted first. So they have a confidence in their bowling attack, meaning they would like to at least restrict the target, whatever that is possible, against the batting second side. While batting first, at least they would be looking to score about 100, 110 for Team Mandvi. As you know, Team Mandvi have the batsmen like Avnish Kerai, we have Chandresh Irani, the likes of Ashok Vekaria, Neeraj Patel, Ravi Rabadia. There's some big names that are still there in Team Mandvi, so I would definitely say with confidence that 110, 115 would be the good total to give to Mandvi.
Absolutely, and precisely how, as you said, we've seen Avnish Kera impressive from the first 2 deliveries, right on the money. The first one a quicker arm ball and following up with another one. Would be interesting to see the third delivery. There he goes, Rinkesh creating some room, but the ball following him. But this will be the second run they'll be opting for, and they'll make it comfortably. The second run here, 2 runs in 3 deliveries. 2 trees already planted in this over, courtesy of some great bowling from Avnish. Second over in progress. So far we have not seen any fireworks except the first delivery of this game that went for a boundary. Tries for a huge heave here. Misses it completely. Gets an edge. Or interesting, the signal is a leg by the umpire. Gets Hiren Kerai on strike. Good bowling from Avnish. Smart thinking. Not allowing the batsman. He knows Rinkesh is strong on his pads, but he's not allowing to give him any. He's not allowing any space to free his arms. Meanwhile, Hiren playing a much subtle role here. He knows that he needs to stay there. He knows that there will be more bowlers coming in. He'd want to. He's a very interesting, very smart cricketer who would like to go after the bowlers on the merit. So he knows that the idea would be for him to stay as long as possible in the crease, because if the total that you said has to be reached, he will be the key man here. So with that, we are coming to the end of the second over, and the score moves to 12 runs for no loss.
Coming in to bowl. The flag of Manji.
So the youngster Dhruv Pindoria has been handed over the ball to another upcoming youngster, as we were speaking about 2-3 days ago. He likes the ball to move away from the right-hander. Look at that delivery to Rinkesh. Rinkesh trying to go across the wicket towards the mid wicket.
I think the coaching team of Team Mandvi would have done a good research on how Rinkesh plays. And this is exactly why they would be having a ploy to attack him outside the off stump. And this is what exactly Dhruv seems to be executing from the first delivery.
Look at that delivery once again. This is what Dhruv Pindoria is well known for. Variation. Not giving some room to the batsman. Try and hit me to the leg side. Look at that.
Two good deliveries from this youngster here. As you said, Vishal, he's been very impressive. Also for Team Kachileva in the domestic circuit. He's been getting a lot of wickets. Even got a fifer in the ongoing domestic 50-over league. Now full toss delivery. Rinkesh had already moved outside the off stump, expecting it to be moving away from him. But because of the variation, not able to get the impact, the momentum, and gets only a single. In the context of this game, the first 3 overs have been bowled well by Team Mandvi.
I think what Rinkesh is basically doing is just trying to slog that ball towards the mid wicket. Let's see what Hiran Kerai is to react to this. Look at that. This is what Rinkesh needs to cover up. Guide the ball towards the offside. The same delivery that was played towards the mid wicket, try and slog that towards the covers, would end up at least getting a boundary or 2 runs rather than having a dot ball.
I'm sure both of them would have had a conversation between them, and the conversation from me, the way they're batting, looks like Rinkesh is going to be the aggressor and Hiren is going to be playing a longer role, looking at the team's composition. And we obviously know once he gets set how fearsome he can be. He can be a gruesome batsman in terms of his hitting abilities. Plays all around the park. We've actually seen it in the domestic circuit. He's come in as a professional to play for Team Kachileva in the Super League. So interesting would be that. But for Team Mandvi here, they would be happy with the first 3 overs, the way they have been doing.
I think they've kept it calm as we speak. Hiren, the only pressure that could be is Rinkesh playing maximum balls. Ending the over, just 4 runs of the over. With that, Team VEKRA are on 16 for no loss.
16 runs for no loss.
3 good overs from Team Mandvi. At the end of over number 3, it's only 16. The run rate is below 6 runs per over. Team VEKRA would be looking to cut loose. There would be an interesting conversation in the middle between Hiren and Rinkesh. I'm sure they have a ploy. And so far, the ploy has not been working in the first 3 overs. It's just that Neeraj seems to have found some sort of a specific medicine that could put the plans of Team VEKRA not so effective. There's another change here. Urmil, another youngster, is coming in. Back-to-back left-arm spinners, Vishal.
Unique way of action from Urmil Kerai. Look at that best bowling figures. Just 9 runs and 4 wickets. Some good talent here for GAAM Mandvi. Look at that delivery to Hiran Kerai. So the storm has been calm here.
Interesting to see, will it be the silence before the real storm? And that's what the crowd has come assembling here for. Big heave and misses again. I'm sure there will be pressure coming on Rinkesh right now. You could feel it. He's already played 13 deliveries and got only 10 runs.
I think not only for Rinkesh, but for the other batsmen who are at the dugout, will definitely have that pressure because it's the 4th over. They're still at 18 runs. Charging down. A quick stumping there by Chandresh Purani.
What a pair of hands from Chandresh. This was expected. This was coming. We could see it, even feel it from the com box. As players, I am sure he's definitely looking forward to charge. It was only a matter of time because he was not able to find his timing. He was not able to get his rhythm. And this time, the experience of Chandresh, he knew it was coming in. Quick moment and an easy stomping. Chandresh being Chandresh, what a lovely, energetic wicketkeeper we have here. He's got quick moments, swift pair of hands, great glove work behind the stumps. Marks the end of a little cameo, I would say a little cameo there from Rinkesh. But it was only a matter, we spoke, Vishal, because the pressure was building. They were going at less than 5 runs per over. This is a huge game, semi-finals. This is the opportunity to make it to the finals. And I'm sure this is a game of nerves.
Definitely, they know that the quarterfinals have been on the pin. Just 4 runs winning that. They definitely have a lot of pressure as we speak. Let's see what Milan Siani will react to this situation.
Young Milan Shiani coming in. Great responsibility on young shoulders. Will he be up to the task? He always had a smile on his face whenever you see him. Good cricketer. But will he be up to the task? Because we know he can play spin. That could be the reason why he has been asked to come up. Trying to get between those two fielders, but only finding the fielder at point. Gets a single, gets back here on strike.
So I think the running between the wickets will be more effective here from Hiran and Milan. Very strong running between the wickets from this batsman. The singles and doubles will definitely help Team VEKRA to build up. But unfortunately, 4 overs down the line, the score is still at 20 for the loss of 1.
Team Mandvi and the captain would be very pleased with this performance so far. We are approaching halfway stage. It's only 20 runs. But for Team VEKRA, this is where Hiren is the key. He needs to stay in there, and that's exactly he knows. A little bit of miscalculation from him can actually cost his team dearly at this point in time. But also he's a very smart cricketer. He knows he'll pick his bowlers. He knows that there would be 2 or 3 overs where he can go for 10 or 15 runs. Now in this game, from what we've realized over the past few days, even if you can get three overs with 15 runs each and still go at 6s per over, you will amass around 80-90 runs, and that's good enough if you have a decent bowling lineup to put pressure.
I think T10 is all about getting into the act. And they definitely know that act. Look at this delivery, full toss delivery. Unfortunately, the field that has the captain of Team Mandvi, the fielding setup is done. The ball are not running down for a boundary, but the singles are being the major concern. And these singles definitely will build an inning for Team VEKRA, but will not pile up that score that is required on board. As we speak, at least 100, 110 would be a safe. Up in the air. A chance here. Second chance grab. A good catch there by Ravi Rabadia. Milan Siani will have to walk. Look at that youngster, how excited he is. And this is the platform that only will pick him up for the other matches that are still upcoming.
Milan beaten by the variation. He was expecting it to come a little more quicker than expected. Straight to the fielder, Ravi Rabadia. He collects it on the rebound. He had almost lost it, but safe pair of hands. He gets it, and that's wicket number 2 for for Team Mandvi. The second wicket. The second wicket of Team VEKRA with only 21 runs on the board. Not something that they would have expected when they decided to bat first, Vishal.
I think another little cameo will be required from Hiren Kerai.
Oh, he'd need to give much more than a cameo here, because I can see that Hiren Kerai is the key here. But I'm sure he's someone who'll basically enjoy this kind of a moment. He relishes the pressure. We've seen him performing under pressure, and this is what his team would be expecting. But for Team Mandvi, what a brilliant atmosphere, brilliant start for them. They've kept things quiet, very quiet in fact. Hashin wouldn't have expected to come this early in this match so far.
The only choice for Hassin is try and use the long handle that he usually likes to do. At least try and get 10-20 runs from here. Look at that, delivery is swinging away.
And like you said, this youngster seems to be impressing each time he comes on stage. Variation. He's been bowling on the trot at the same area. In fact, he's not been changing the areas. He's been bowling in the same areas. And very interesting youngster, Vishal.
Trust me, Team VEKRA were not expecting something out of him. Look at that. Once again, same length, same line, moving away. A bit of difficulty here from Hassin, for Hassin Varsani. So far, this is the pressure Dhruv Pindoria will keep. As we speak, only 5 runs given. Look at that.
What a delivery here. Shaping it in. Outswing, outswing, outswing. And this calls for a replay. Look at that. Hitting the deck and completely cramping him for room. I'm sure he's just lucky to have missed it. Oh, he missed the bails by a millionth of a margin. Well, it's still an outswing, but then he's pitching it on the leg stump and angling it away from the batsman, totally cramping him for room. This is a seriously good over from him. And again struggling there. Getting a single. But what an over from Dhruv Pindoria. He comes to the end of his spell. 2 overs, 1 wicket and 6 runs. Wow, that's a great 2 overs from a youngster. Under pressure in the semi-finals. And this is where great players are built. This is where he would get the experience. He would get that much needed impetus to catapult his game to the next level. Look at the roar from the crowd. There you go. GAAM Mandvi seems to be having more spectators than Team VEKRA, but cricket is cricket at the end of the day. You never know what can happen on a particular given day. This game has humbled so many, and at the same time it has also taken so many to become legends. So coming back for his second over is Urmil Vishal. If you've been a captain of one of the teams, very strong teams, it's quite unfortunate you guys lost out. But as a captain, what would you be expecting from your batsmen of Team VEKRA right now?
I think the only option I would give is Hassin just try and swing anyhow, anything that comes into his radar.
Yet another wicket. It was a skyscraper. But boy, oh boy, he found the safest pair of field, and looks like everyone in this ground, for Team Mandvi, the spectators and the fielders, all of them are safe pairs. Looks like they've just grown their hands a little bigger than it used to be the previous day. So is the catching that they're doing today. And this is wicket number 3 for the batting team. Not looking good. And this is only expected, Vishal, because the pressure was building on it and they had to go for the sixes and boundaries. Unfortunately, they are not even converting the singles. The previous over, there were 4 or 5 dot deliveries.
That is what has put pressure on Hassin Varsani. Long-handed shot, not getting it right into the buckets of Avnish Kerai. Look at that. The bowler praying. And a good catch. So Prakash Banderi comes in to replace Sachin Varsani. Look at how the team VEKRA has reacted to this situation. They already 31 ball into, only out of 31, only 9 deliveries have been played by Hiren Kerai. What do you think so far? Is that a pressure situation that is going to bring up to Hiren Kerai?
Absolutely. What will be interesting right now is Prakash needs to give strike to Hiren. He's been missing strike. He's only played 9 out of 30 deliveries, as precisely you mentioned. Gets a single on and gets off mark immediately. Brings in Hiren. I still have a gut feeling that this would be a very interesting feeling how Hiren is going to approach this over. Because you can be extremely good, but you're playing on the 6th over with only 23 runs on the board. This is definitely pressure on.
It's obviously that Team Mandvi have at least tried bowl some great deliveries here. With the wicket, as we look at the wicket is completely a flat surface that would definitely have a lot of runs in the surface, but the lengths that have been bowled by the Mandvi bowlers definitely have kept calm the VEKRA batsmen.
Hiren still seems to be hanging in there with the singles. I think he's definitely thinking something. Maybe he's expecting a certain couple of overs where he wants to cut loose completely. But I feel for Team VEKRA, they have to get some boundaries on board right now. And as a player, as a captain, I would definitely feel that Hiren is the one who has to take the lead right now. Because with the range of shots he's got, with the experience he's got, with the skill levels he's got, he's the one who should be. And he steps down the track, hits it high in the air, and goes all the way. It was only a matter of time. And Hiren decides to step out, gives it a charge. He was assessing the bowler, and this was the first maximum of this game from Hiren Kerai.
So this could be the welcome boundary for Team VEKRA, and at least good confidence to get some good fielding there by the youngster Hudia.
They're going for the second run. Seems to be an overthrow there. And 2 more runs to Hiren Kerai. And at the end of over number 6, score moves to 33 for the loss of 3 wickets. There is a good conversation going in the middle. Hiren would be expecting Prakash to give him the strike. That would be the conversation. Get me the single, get me there on strike. We've got last 4 overs. Vishal, the predicted score is only 55. But if Hiren stays there, it will be much more than that. And they would definitely need more, especially seeing the way the first match went. And the opponent team chased it very comfortably without any pressure. So you need to go past at least 80 to between 80 and 90 runs, the least, to be able to put some pressure when they come to chase.
I think there should be some calculation being done here by Hiren Kerai and Prakash Banderi. The only batsman that can rotate the strike is Prakash Banderi. At least he's another batsman who is in form, and he currently plays for the Mombasa Samaj. Is that a boundary? No, a fielder has just run down with 2 runs to Prakash Banderi.
This is interesting, and this is what we saw, which was missing in the previous batsman. Unfortunately, yes, definitely hitting those boundaries and sixes are important in this kind of a format, but at the same time, equally important is rotating. And what a delivery there! What a delivery! Coming in, angling in, getting the bails off, and the batsman could not believe it. And this is vintage stuff from Ravi Rabadia. Brings in the experience, brings his A game. And what a delivery, boy oh boy. Shapes it in, what a movement. Late movement. He was trying to move it. He was trying to play it above extra covers, but the ball comes in and gets off the bails. Completely foxed the batsman, and that's the experience of Ravi Rabadia. He knows his wicket very well. Look at the crowd celebrating there. Look at the spectators of Team Mandvi celebrating there. They knew that this is an important wicket too. Brings in the experience of Mahendra Shiani. He wouldn't have expected to come this early in this game.
I think it's not important when the batsman is walking in. The important is how you use Hiren Kerai at this stage. With that perfect batsman, a good batsman standing in the middle like a one-man army. I think Mahendra Siani should use him in the middle, give him strike, give him doubles, get something closer, and then in the last few 2 overs execute something right.
Absolutely, but as I mentioned earlier, it's quite unfortunate that the lack of calculation and the lack of the appropriate approach from the previous batsman is what brings in Mahendra Shiani much earlier than he would have expected. And his team would have also not expected him to come in such early. But so is cricket, so is this game. For him, he should only look at get Hiren on strike. And this is what Team VEKRA needs right now. Hiren needs to play a maximum number of deliveries.
Let's see how Mahendra Siani uses his experience here. A slow delivery, rolling the arms, quick single.
Now Hiren's back on strike. What is he thinking? He is having a good look at the field. He's looking at the areas where he would be looking forward to go. Steps down the track, but Ravi Rabadia up to the task. There's a fielder there at short extra cover. And they would be happy to see Mahendra back on strike. Very experienced cricketer Mahendra. We have seen him over the years. Brings in a wealth of experience. Great thinking cricketer. He knows what the team needs at this point in time. Hits it towards Akawa, beats the fielders. But the long off comes in, not before the batsman could easily convert to 2 runs there. This is an all-important semi-final played between 2 good teams, VEKRA and Mandvi. Very balanced sides. Hits it again to the same region. Ravi Rabadia has been quite good in terms of his deliveries. He's been hitting the deck. He's making sure that he's bowling in the same channel where his fielders are. And this is what precisely that the captain would have expected out of him. And at the end of over number 7, the score is almost 6 runs per over at 41 for the loss of 4 wickets.
So we have the 3 overs down. We'll have one from Avnish Kerai. We'll have one from Amrish Kara. Let's see. The final overs maybe could be bowled by Ravi Rabadia.
With the amount of cricket you've played and also I've played, Vishal, I feel this over could be very crucial. And there'll be something I seriously expect. And Hiren would want to come on strike and go after this bowler for sure. If I was Hiren, I would have been thinking the same as well at this point in time, because he can't push it to over number 10. He has to. This is over number 8 and over number 9. These are the 2 overs that you'd want to go for it, hoping that over number 10 could be anything, because most likely Amrish is going to bowl the last over.
Remember, Avnish Kerai and Hiren Kerai, they both come from the same area, from India. Let's see how the 2 reacts with each other in terms of the situation that is currently.
Knowing that Hiren is going to go for the charge, he bowls it a quick one outside the off stump. Keeper collects it and hits it. Hiren was well in the crease. They know each other very well, as Vishal mentioned. This will be a good contest between the bat and ball. Onto his pass, he goes it, hits it big. That's a 6, a maximum from Hiren Kerai. He's very strong on his pads. Goes for the slog sweep. And there was only one way where you could find it, and that's in the river. The ball seems to have come back luckily. He would be expecting much more in this over. Precisely, there's a bit of a talk going on between Neeraj and Avnish. They might want to have a look at the field, or he's just maybe having a chat with the bowler. Are you sure of the length that you're bowling, or do you want me to give you additional support? Somewhere looks like there's a bit of a change in the fielding here. Slower delivery, slows it up, gives it some air. Gets only a single. They would need at least 2 overs where they would need to get about 15 to 20 runs if they had to get at least to 75, 80 runs. Avnish asking the short extra cover to be even on the line. They know singles won't matter at this point in time. What matters are those boundaries and sixes. And Team VEKRA would be looking for it. Now a length delivery. Mahindra tries to pull it. He's going for the second run. That's a good throw here. But Mahindra is quick still between the wickets. Gets 2 runs. That's good to see. Good running between the wickets. He realizes that already 9 runs have come in this over. Good over for Team VEKRA in the context of this game. Steps out, but a good delivery, a quicker delivery. Gives it an extra bit of a shoulder. And he knows he's got a safe pair of hands behind the stumps. And that's Chandresh Irani. Makes no mistake, collects it in style. And stumps him. And the batsman has to walk back. He's stumped behind the wicket. Good collection from the keeper. And he knows it. Looks like he was ready. And I think Mahindra as well, he gave it a quick charge. He stepped out even before the delivery was released, allowing Avnish, who's a thinking bowler, to give it a bit more shoulder. He hits the deck and completely beaten by the speed. Wicket number 5 falls for Team VEKRA. Score moves to 50. We're coming towards the end of over number 8. The captain, Mehul, walks in. A lot of responsibility on his shoulders, but he would only be expecting get Hiren back on strike. I would also be interested to see whether they're going to take a single in this last delivery. Avnish coming for the last ball of his over, second over, and that's the end of his spell. Giving away only 11 runs and getting a wicket of Mahindra. And at the end of over number 8, the score moves to 50 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. Now this is the bowling statistics. You would see Urmil Kerai getting 2 wickets, and equally Dhruv Pindoria has been very, very impressive in this game so far. Hiren should be on strike, and looks like yes, he will be on strike in this over. A lot would be going through his head. But this over will be the over that he would like to go after. And yes, good thinking from Neeraj. He brings in Amrish an over earlier, he would be expecting that if I could get Hiren Kera in this over, I could restrict this team well below 70 runs. Which is why he brings his ace bowler. You would have expected him to come in the 10th over, but he comes an over earlier. Charges in for the first delivery. Hiren hits it down the ground straight, but deflects off the shoes of Amrish. Interesting to see if they go for the second run. Yes, they do. And they get 2 runs. Is it straight down the ground? He definitely saved 2 runs there. Otherwise, it was 4 all the way. The speed at which it was hit, it would only end up in one place, and that was past the boundary rope. Amrish charging in again. Fuller delivery. He ran hoping to find the gap. Couldn't find it. He would be disappointed with himself. Yes, and we can see that. He was expecting to pierce it between the 2 fielder, point and the third man. Now Mehul would be hoping to at least get a single and get Hiren back on strike. At this point, they would be thinking about 70, 75 runs, Vishal, if not more.
I think they would definitely go whatever higher possible here. Hit straight. Not giving some eye contact here. Hiren. Amrish showing typical pace bowler, being aggressive. Look at that.
Hiren clearly backing off, not interested in anything at this point in time. He wants to focus on what he can do with the bat today for his team. Full toss delivery. Pushes it down towards the long one. We've still got 2 more deliveries in this over. For Team VEKRA, they'd be hoping at least they can get 1 boundary, if not 2, and get Hiren back in strike for the last over.
Hiren has been very patient here.
A bit of a field changes. Looks like the mid wicket is coming in. Would this be a slower delivery? Fuller delivery onto the pads. Plays it towards the cow corner. Gets a single. Brings Mehul back on strike. It was more like the helicopter shot there. Quick pair of hands from Hiren.
So final delivery from Amrish Kara. Mehul Asani. Slightly outside of York. And a single has been taken. We'll have the final over.
After 9 overs,
Possibly being bowled by Ravi Rabadia. Let's see what the captain has in his mind.
Just 56 runs on the board. Are we seeing a similar score like the first semi-final, where it was only 69, which we saw was comfortably chased? Here's the match summary for Team VEKRA. It's Hiren Kera leading the race with 27 runs from 19 deliveries. And it was Urmil Kera who's got 2 wickets for just 15 runs for Team MANDVI. Rinkesh Vikaria also playing a small cameo there, but he was not finding the rhythm. He was not looking like his usual self, where he would demolish the bowlers to sixes and boundaries. Vishal, how happy would you be if you were in team Mandvi at this point in time with their bowling so far?
As I even mentioned before, I think the bowlers have bowled some good lengths. So welcome boundary here from the bat of Mehul Hassani. Slightly moving away from Mehul. Not going that towards the covers.
They would be hoping to get a boundary of every delivery, as you mentioned. What would be Mehul thinking? Is it a boundary? Now he would hope. Would he go for another boundary, or will he be going for a single to bring his senior partner on strike? That's edged past the keeper. Interesting to see, will it go all the way? Yes, it does. Back-to-back boundaries. Captain taking the matter in his own hands. Deciding, no, I am not going to wait for my senior partner to come and hit boundaries. As a captain, this is my time. I have to do it for my team, and this is the all-important semi-final. Gets back-to-back boundaries, and so far it's already 64 runs with another 4 deliveries still remaining in this over.
Let's see what Hiren Kerai will be up to playing this, the final 3 deliveries to come. Is it something that would not expect from Hiren Kerai or Ravi Rabadia?
Ravi Rabadia to Hiren Hiren Kerai there. And will they go for the second run? They're going and they make it. Good running between the wickets between Hiren and Mehul. Hiren Kerai. Boundaries and sixes seems to have been eluding him. But he is a great batsman, we know that. It's just a matter of time. This time goes the aerial route. Will it go all the way? Not really. What a catch! What a catch, ladies and gentlemen. Acrobatic catch from Ambrish. My goodness, he's brought the whole stadium alive with his catch. What a catch from Ambrish. Somersault, acrobatic effort. Boy, he's got a big smile on his face and the entire team is smiling. The way it went up, it looked like it's going to sail past the boundary rope, but only found the safest pair of hands on this planet. And that was Ambrish Kerai. What a catch there. What a catch. He had to come running all the way. Not easy under the lights. It was going up. Look at that. Look at the celebration.
So last ball, 67 for 6. Harish Hassani to face the last delivery of Ravi Rabadia. He hit straight, maybe 2 runs. A run out of the 3rd run. $69 on the board, 70 to come in for Team Mandvi. And that's it for the first innings.
And Vishal, it seems to be an interesting number today. 69 in back-to-back games. The first semi-final saw 69 being chased down. It would be interesting to see whether this game will have a similar result. We'll be back shortly with the chase, ladies and gentlemen.
ladies and gentlemen, to the SCLPS LAXMANBHAI Construction INTER-GAAM T10 Night Cricket Tournament Season 3. Organized by CricHeroes Patel Samaj Youth League. Proudly sponsored by our title sponsors, LAXMANBHAI Construction Limited, Ragwani Investments Limited, Westlands Food and Commodities Limited. Silver sponsors, Silverstone Quarry Limited and Silver Star Manufacturers Limited. Bronze sponsors, Hurry International Limited, Art Aluminium Works Limited and Nextcraft Limited. Media partners, EPCO Quarries Limited, EPCO Builders Limited, Gulf Timber and Hardware Supplies Limited. Fuel partners, Order of Energy, Mafuka Bread, Marvis Petroleum Limited and Lalji Ramji Filling Station. Man of the Match Award sponsors, Devki Nandan Limited and CBM. Highest number of 60s award sponsors, Syslink Computers Limited and Secure Eye. Hydration partner, Blue Bright Wave Construction Limited. Green Impact partners, Sarova Group of Companies, MK Builders Limited, Pipe Masters and Plastics Limited, and Silmet Industries Limited. For every dot ball, a tree will be planted. Appreciation partner, Woodways Kenya Limited. We're about to begin the second innings between GAAM VEKRA and GAAM MANDVI. GAAM MANDVI requires 70 runs to win in 10 overs. And we begin in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Khel shuru. Good job.
So, ladies and gentlemen, back to the second innings. Avnish Kewai and Chandresh Irani will be facing Sachin Siani. Some good fielding there, saving one run. Another youngster for team VEKRA, Sachin Siani. Ball moving away from Avnish Kewai. It's not going to be an easy task here. A good connection from Avnish Kewai. A boundary 6. Getting a good pickup. Can we see a good delivery? Welcome back by Sachin Siani. That's the arm ball from Sachin. An AG1 here. I think it's been a good over for Team Mandvi. 9 runs of the over. Hit straight. Hiren Kerai protecting the boundary. With that, 2 runs, ending the first over on 11 runs.
Experienced Harshin Vasani here. And now Chandresh immediately wanting to take the aerial route, but finds the fielder at long on. Moves to a single. Avnish has already been looking good and he's already showing some signs to cut loose in the first over. First over, we hit a massive 6 of Sachin Shiani. Interesting how he will be approaching Harshin here. The captain realizing that there is an opportunity with a left-hander, bringing in the experience of Harshin Varsani here. Hits it straight down the ground. Will it go all the way? And that's a second maximum. The crowd applauding. His teammates are applauding here from the pavilion. That's 2 massive sixes from the bat of Avnish Kerai. He goes into his trajectory and he deposits its back all the way past the boundary rope for another maximum 6 number 2. And we see already Team Mandvi is cruising towards that total. Length delivery now, hits it high in the air. Is there a fielder coming down? And it is Harish. He gets it, and that's the first wicket for Team VEKRA. They would be happy, and it is the experience of Avnish Kerai who has to walk back. Brings in the experience of Harshin Varsani, the captain of VEKRA, and he delivers it for the captain. They know how important it is to get that wicket of Avnish Kerai. Otherwise, he was definitely looking to cut loose there. Ashok coming in as one down batsman for Team Mandvi. We have seen him opening the innings previously for Team Mandvi. He's had a couple of good outing in there for his team, and this would be the day they would be expecting him to deliver. Comes in and immediately there's a wicket here. This was good captaincy. Looks like Harshin is overjoyed. First delivery, and he wanted to go for a sweep shot and he got it well. He was hoping that the square leg fielder, he could pass by the square leg fielder, but he finds the square leg fielder and he makes no mistake. He makes no mistake. It seems to have hit the same hand where he's slightly injured, but he holds on to it. Much needed for his team. And this is wicket number 2. Are we heading for an interesting game? We'd soon find it out. He was more like a short fine leg. In fact, Rinkesh is a man who collects it. And there was nothing less that was expected out of him, because that was an important wicket. And brings in the captain, Neeraj. Crucial semi-final. Captain comes in early. Words exchange with Milan. Gives him a little bit of a welcome there. They know each other. They play together. Milan knows and Harshin knows how important is this wicket. Neeraj needs to steady the ship. But after a good start in the first over, Team VEKRA slowly getting into the rhythm. Getting back-to-back wickets.
Looks like Harsin Varsani has come with some plans here. Was a hat-trick ball faced by Neeraj Patel. An experienced contender here. So 7 runs of the over with 2 wickets. 18 for 2.
Sachin comes back for his second over. And he'll be bowling to Chandresh. Drops it towards his leg side. Gets a 1. Brings back Neeraj on strike. Vishal, back-to-back wickets here. The game looks evenly poised. How deep is the batting lineup of Team Mandvi?
As mentioned earlier, we still have the likes of Ravi Rabadia, Amrish Kaura, but the current run rate required has just been constant, about 6.51. So Avnish Kerai giving a good start with still Chandresh Irani on 5 runs. Ball spinning away from Chandresh Irani. Chandresh will look with his bat movement, short delivery, arm ball coming to play from Sachin Siani. A bit of a flight to Neeraj Patel. Neeraj Patel not opening the account and would not be in a hurry to do so. Bowling it on the leg side, Sachin Siani. So single to end the over with the Sachin giving away 15 runs of his 2 overs. So 42 balls, 47 required.
This game, I have a strong feeling this game might go to the wire. And this next 3 overs would be the key to decide how this game, or how the pendulum is shifting and towards which side. 2 brothers playing here, Harshin and Devane. There's a change in the over here. Devane Varsani coming in to bowl the over number 4. Starts with the shortest delivery. There's a fielder there. And before he collects it, Neeraj gets a single and goes off the mark. Brings in Chandresh again. Chandresh has been trying to cut loose even in the previous over. So far, he's not managed to get those boundaries and sixes that he's known for. This time clean bowled, inside edge, played on, wicket number 3, and it is Chandresh. He goes for a big heave. Not the best of shots to have played. He went across. He looked like he was not in a proper position to actually play for the sweep as well. And it looks like it was a little more fuller to be able to go for the sweep rather. A bit of turn, extra turn, not expecting, completely foxed the batsman and getting the wicket off. Chandresh Irani, wicket number 3 here, Vishal. This match is getting interesting.
So the captain, Ravi Rabadia, walking in. So back into the action. Some good turn there from Diven Varsani. These two batsmen will be looking to build up an innings here. Look at that. Every single is being uploaded here by the teammates.
They know the importance, Vishal. Every single is important. And this is, as you said, the experience, two experienced campaigner in the middle. Team Manji would be looking forward from them a lot more if they have to make this chase down. Ravi, the experience, together with Neeraj Patel, who's also the captain himself. But Team VEKRA so far has been impressive. This time the ball drifting towards the leg side. There's a fielder down there. They still manage a single.
So 4 overs down the line, 27 for 3. So 43 in 36 balls.
The next 2 overs is going to be crucial. For Team Mandvi, it's a tricky situation as well. They've lost 3 wickets. Will they go the full Monty to attack? Or will they be comfortable chasing those singles and doubles? Remember, when you are trying to go for those singles, the game is already slowed down. And this is where the opponent team who's bowling might just get away with few dot deliveries. And then you're suddenly looking yourself at 7, 8 runs. Now look at the run rate, it's already 7. If it goes to 8 and 9, then Team VEKRA would be thinking, yes, we've got a good hand in this game. And the key also would be, as you rightly said, Vishal, that they wouldn't be expecting to give another couple of wickets. But looks like, unlike the previous semi-final, this match is getting interesting.
The run rate has just come towards the 7 of the over, as initially the required run rate was that at the start of the innings. Hasin Varsani to come and bowl the second over.
That's a good delivery there. Angling it in. Looks like it was coming off the seam. surprising Ravi completely. Hits it between the fielders. That's a boundary. Pierces the point and the backward point. And the moment it left, it had a boundary written all over it. A boundary here from the bat of Ravi Rabadia. Hashin comes back and a good delivery there. Gets only a single. They've already managed to get 5 runs in 3 deliveries, bringing us to the second half of this over. Fuller delivery drifting onto pad, gets a single. Will they go for the 2? Neeraj not interested in the second run. Hits it towards the cover region, but there's a fielder down there. He didn't hit it as good as he would have expected. Otherwise, there was a good possibility of finding the fielder there. Brings in Neeraj back on strike. This over already has gone for 7 runs. Drifting onto pads again, gets a single. 8 runs in this over. Good over for Team Mandvi, where they managed to get 8 runs. We are halfway stage with 35 runs on the board. Team Mandvi needs another 35 runs in 30 deliveries. Not a huge ask, Vishal, at this point in time. But it would be important that both these batsmen who are right now at the crease manages to continue milking those singles and doubles, even if they are not going for those boundaries. Because that would be the key. The more dot balls you create, this is where the pressure comes. And for Team VEKRA, they would be hoping couple of good overs where they can manage only 3 runs or 4 runs, and then immediately pressure is back.
I think this is what Team VEKRA lacked when they were batting. No rotation at all, not making use of here and Kerai. Look at the way Neeraj Patel and Ravi Rabadia are converting singles into. I think this is what Team VEKRA lacked.
Diven not very happy with himself. Hashin also telling him he should have collected that ball because that was a dot delivery. But a bit of sloppy fielding cost them another run. Good delivery here. Diven has been impressive even in the first over. And he continues to impress. He's making the batsman stretch, varying his lengths, varying his line. This time goes towards the pad. The previous 2 deliveries, first one towards the pads, second one outside off stump, the third one now towards the pads. He's milking it well. It's only a single there so far. 2 runs conceded in this over. Can Diven hold on to the next 2 deliveries? What can he deliver for his team? Fuller delivery. Hit towards the cover fielder. Gets a single there. Brings it to the last ball of Diven's spell. He would be hoping to finish well, having conceded only 3 runs in this over. That's a good delivery again. Change of pace. And that's a good spell from Diven Varsani, giving away only 7 runs in his allotted 2 overs. And the score moves to 38. Suddenly we see, Vishal, the run rate has gone up to 8 runs per over. And this is what Team VEKRA would want. Another 1 over or 2 overs with 4 runs per over. And then straight away you're on pressure.
I think what the plan for Neeraj and Ravi is just try and respect the good bowlers which they have done. Sachin, Haseen and Diven. So now it's up to Team VEKRA how to execute the rest of the bowling attack to Team MANDVI. And I believe only 1 or 2 overs that is going to be target from one end. And that is what Team MANDVI is looking at.
There you go, more experience, Mahindra Shiani. Usually he would have come in much early, but this time the captain decides a different idea and brings him a little later towards the fag end of the match. He commands a lot of experience. He's been very impressive with his experience, even in the recently concluded SPL. So we know what Mahindra is capable of. He's got a lot of variation. He's got the slower delivery. He's got the cutters. He rolls his fingers. So very interesting to see how Neeraj and Ravi plays Mahindra. A wealth of experience behind this man there. Mahindra Shiani, as you can see, 110 matches, over 83 wickets, with a best bowling figure of 25 runs for 4 wickets. He'll be coming in to bowl to Neeraj. Leg delivery here, punches off the back foot, goes towards the cover fielder, gets a single. Well, it's an interesting field there. Not so interesting, by the way. It's a conventional field that has been set. Not able to view it clearly from the comm box. Mahindra comes in to Ravi Rabadia. Completely foxed by the extra bounce that he got. It's popped up. Just nudges it, gets a single. And this is what, Vishal, we've been talking about. As long as you get those singles, as long as you get those doubles, it never really accumulates. The pressure never accumulates, because remember, you are just chasing 8 runs per over. The moment it creeps over 10, this is where then you have a moment of bother. That every dot delivery adds a lot of pressure to the team. Mahindra comes in for his third delivery to Neeraj now. Neeraj steps off the track, hits the fielder conveying. Yeah, that's a drop catch. That's a drop catch. How costly will it be at this phase of the game? Applauded by the bowler here. Seems to be not an easy catch. It was hit. It was struck with some force. Steps down. Get an extra bounce. Oh, that should have been taken. Looks like a regulation catch. Mahindra coming back to Neeraj. This time onto the patch. Flicks it in style. And that's a boundary from Neeraj Patel. This eases the pressure. Already 8 runs in this over. Not what you have expected. We know, we've seen Neeraj over the years. Very strong on his legs. Just flicks it easily towards the boundary. And looking at the field setup, he should be coming towards middle and off and middle, not towards middle and leg.
I think the previous length that has bowled to Neeraj was the best length, which we assume that Neeraj will try and go over the covers. The first delivery was bowled the same way. Same to Ravi Rabadia. Unfortunately, Ravi Rabadia not getting an eye contact to it. So Neeraj Patel charging down to Mahindra Shiani. So final delivery of the over from Mahindra Shiani. Prasad, I think both the bowling unit for both the teams have been a good workout so far. What do you think about it?
Now, if you look at the run worm or the worm chart, you realize that Team Mandvi is slightly ahead of Team VEKRA at this point in time. They still need 22 runs in 18 deliveries, so this would be the crucial over. And yes, I totally agree with you. Both the bowling units have kept things tight, and this seems to be more than a batting feast. It seems to be a contest between two bowling teams. Interesting to see would be who prevails at the end of the game.
I still feel that Neeraj Patel and Ravi Rabadia would be taking the team home as the way they're batting so far. But any mistake from here would definitely be something into the portal of Team Mandvi. And we have Rinkesh Vekaria, the successful bowler that took the team away from the quarterfinals to the semi-finals. What an over he bowled in the quarterfinals, defending 11 runs. He'll be bowling to Ravi Rabadia. Let's see what a short delivery, well executed, running out of a welcome boundary here to start the over from Rinkesh Vekaria. Another short one outside the off to Ravi Rabadia. And they'll be happy with one. So 6 per over require 8.
It's almost coming to run a ball. This time Neeraj trying to pierce the fielder. They find the fielders. Not getting a single. I've just been told that he defended 11 runs in the last over. And that is what you'd need to do much more now. Neeraj stepping out, going towards the cow corner region. There's a fielder there. Gets only a single. So far it's only 6 runs. They're going for the second run. Seems to be a misfield or an overthrow here. They get 2 runs. Neeraj would have felt happy about the fact that he's already compensated for the previous delivery where he missed a single. Another shorter delivery. This time playing towards the cover region. The extra cover, the sweeper comes and collects it, gets a single. And this is what, as Vishal was saying, is expected out of Ravi Rabadia and Neeraj. They know that it is not a huge ask. They don't need to play any fancy shots. They just need to milk those singles. There's a misfield here from Harish Asani, but the fielder comes and collects it. It's the captain Mehul. They go for the second run and comfortably make it. The teammates applauding from the pavilion here. They know that every run is inching them closer to a final that they've all dreamt of. It's a huge affair, I'm told by the organizers, that between the gums, it's a matter of prestige. It's a matter of privilege to be able to perform for your GAAM and to win it for your team. And this is what will be expected of Ravi Rabadia and Neeraj Patel. Oh, there's a huge roar for Team Mandvi at this point in time from the stadium. Looks like there's a lot of spectators, Vishal, who have come down to support Team Mandvi. And at this point in time, the Team Mandvi, the VEKRA supporters are a little low. They would want their bowlers to give them some more impetus, maybe a couple of wickets and over with 2 or 3 runs. And then you go towards the last over. This over would be the make or break in this game.
I think what I believe is nothing is over until it's over. Last 12 deliveries. And Hiren Kerai comes to bowl the 9th over. Is he trying to come in to bowl the slow deliveries so that the batsman can start hitting cross over the wicket?
Hiren and Neeraj playing for the same team in the domestic circuit. He'll be bowling to his captain. He tries to go towards the cow corner region. Mahendra comfortably gets it's a single. And this is what Hiren would have wanted, because he knows that Neeraj is much more accomplished batsman at this point in time than Ravi. Of course, Ravi has got a lot of experience. Nudges it. But before the third man could come and collect it, it's a single. And this is what they would be expecting. They know they don't need to do anything silly at this point in time. Even if it's 8 runs in the last over, they would back themselves up to score it. A big shot here. Will it go all the way? It does. That's a big 6 towards the cow corner region. Shortish delivery. Immediately rocks onto his back foot. Gives it the treatment it deserves. And they can sense a final here.
Finally, Neeraj Patel has clicked in the tournament so far, and he's played a very experienced role here for his team. So 4 runs. Playing across the wicket, Neeraj Patel.
Keeper not holding it. And the game slowly slipping away from Team VEKRA. Whereas for Team Mandvi, they can sense a victory here. They just need 3 runs from 8 balls. It kept low. Hiren deciding to come across on his run-up. But they would need some extra magic right now to be able to pull out something here. Ravi Rabadia hits it, gets a single. Is he going for the second run? And they make it. 2 runs and the game and the score is leveled. Vishal, you just need 1 more run and you have the second team moving into the finals. And there's a huge roar from Team Mandvi fans from their pavilion. They can sense a victory here. They can see a final. And will it be 2 new teams coming to the final? We obviously know that Team Vadasar made it to the final and they're making it for the first time. And what about Team Mandvi?
First time, obviously. So both new teams will be in the battle. That is tomorrow. But not had feelings for Team VEKRA and Team Naranpur. They will definitely have to come and play the 3rd place tomorrow at 5 p.m. So we'll be having 2 games tomorrow. Place number 3 and the finals. A good cameo here from both the teams here, not ending a one-sided victory. So that is a single.
And that is the single that they would have wanted, a single they would have cheered the most for. You would not see a cheer so much for a single, but yes, this is the single they've cheered it all for. It is the finals. It is Team Mandvi who prevails here and they've gone to the finals. And tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, go nowhere. Head straight to Shikachileva Patel Samaj to view the final and also the 3rd place and the 4th place match. It would be Team Mandvi for now against Team Vadasar. And that's the final. We have the 2 finalists for this year's Shikachileva Patel Samaj INTER-GAAM Cricket Tournament Season 3. And that's a sign off from the Combox. Vishal and Prasad here. Good night and Shubh Ratri.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our two finalists, GAAM Vadasar and GAAM Mandvi. Tomorrow we'll have third place between GAAM Naranpur and GAAM VEKRA, which will be played at 4:30, and the finals will be at 7 p.m. between GAAM Mandvi and GAAM Vadasar. We'll begin the presentation with the Man of the Match Award powered by Devkinandan Limited and CBM, which goes to Ravi Rabadia of GAAM Mandvi. The highest number of sixes powered by Syslink Computers Limited and Secure Eye goes to Avnish Kerai of GAAM Mandvi. And finally, the most number of dot balls powered by Sarova Group of Companies, MK Builders Limited, Pipe Masters and Plastics Limited, and Silmet Industries Limited goes to Avnish Kerai of GAAM Mandvi.